I don't know about you guys, but Lesko Help members, I have a lot of them that are really homeless or becoming homeless or something in that vein. And I keep reading the paper about how bad it is. We have actually, they're moving some homeless camps in the community I live in Washington, D.C. And there's a protest to do it nicely. So they don't even move people nicely. And these are people that have sort of like, they have tents and they're living there because they're homeless. But here's some data I read in an article today about so many cities now having homeless tents. And that's just that they say that 2020 marks the first time since data collection began that more individuals experiencing homelessness were unsheltered than were sheltered. Yeah, it means that more single people were sleeping rough in the streets, in doorways, in tents, rather than in shelters. So that's it. So the homeless shelters that we have are not enough, or they don't want to go, or something like that. It's starting to rain, and I'm meeting some friends of my Mandarin teacher here in front of the White House, and they just closed the White House park. There's a park in front of the White House, and they closed that right now. I guess they're doing some construction or something like that. But if you are fearing homeless or are homeless now, here's some sources to get. First of all, go to justshelter.org. Justshelter.org. Because maybe you became homeless illegally. In other words, if you're renting or had a mortgage or things like that, and you had to leave, well, that may be against the law, because there are laws now that protect it. So justshelter.org, go there. There's a lot of legal help. So if you get a notice that you have to leave, make sure you go to them and get that free legal help to see. Somebody, I think, next to me is doing the camera. See? Yeah. I think it's Espanol. There's another person on the other side of me. See her? She's doing a little video. So all us camera hogs are up here trying to. So you want to go justshelter.org. And then there's two other things you want to do. You call everyone, you go to 211.org and you go to findhelp.org. You go to both of those websites and search for nonprofits who work with housing and homeless in your area. Because new people coming into the country are being provided housing and health care. Well, that's another issue. So if you have, you go to those two websites and search, see, they will show you all the nonprofits in your area that work with the homeless and work with housing. So any kind of housing or homeless. And what do you have to do? You just don't call one and expect, what they do is the end all and be all to help. No, you have to call every one of them. I just did a video, and you'll see it before this. I did it before I left in the rain about how someone had to call 15 public officials to get what the heck they need. And you just call them all. Now here's who you call for public. So you go to 211.org, you go to justhelp.org, and okay, those applications, yes, that's just one of the things, but there's other programs that you may not even know, they may not even know. That's why if you really want to solve the problem, you have to contact all the sources. Watch that video that I just finished. It's starting to rain a bit. I got to get my umbrella. I'm going to see if I could open my umbrella while they do this. Huh? I think I'd do this one-handed. Maybe. Hi. There we go. We're going. Okay. now you can't see the White House, you just see my umbrella. But that's good enough. So now the other thing you'll see in that video I just did about how to call your elected official. Now they know programs, or they could find programs even better than you do. So after you call all the 211s and the get help, or find help, I'm sorry, findhelp.org. Then you call all your elected officials. Now, how do you find them? You go to commoncause.org and put Find My Representative, or you could just Google now, commoncause.org, Find My Representative. And then you put in your zip code or whatever and find all the people. And the fella, you know, who's a club member just did that, and he finally found one after, I don't know, calling 10 or so, that fixed his problem. He couldn't pay his traffic tickets. He had 3,000, and he needed his car because he's sleeping in his car now, and they won't give him a license to renew until he pays the taxes ticket. And there were $3,000 he owed. So this one elected official, was able to call the government and fix that for him. Now, he doesn't have to pay it. I mean, he doesn't get rid of the whole thing, but he won't lose his license, so he won't be homeless or carless, which is his home. So what they say, they're houseless, not homeless. You know? And so that's why you have to call these, and that's the way to do it. And if you don't do the whole thing, don't go searching around in circles and then try one thing that people say this will solve your problem, and then they don't, and then give up, because you can't do it. Why did they give him the tickets? He was sleeping in this car. Yeah, no, not for sleeping in his car. I think he had from toll booths. It was toll booth tickets. You know, they come after you if you don't pay the tolls. Yeah, and so they get your license plate number and all that kind of stuff. So that's the deal on that. So you want to, before you do anything else, or you know, you want to go to 211.org, findhelp.org, search in your area for all the nonprofits. Search in your area for all the nonprofits that are involved. And see, you could do this with buying a home, you could do this for legal help, you could do this for getting a job, getting training, everything. But you call them all and see what you get. It's not going to happen unless you call them all. Okay, my Chinese friends are here. Here, that's my Mandarin teacher. See her over there? See, she doesn't know that. They're very camera shy. And so, okay, guys, I'll talk to you later. So look at the video I just did. Oh, I'm falling all over. Look at the video I just did about how to call your elected official, okay? And get the problem solved. Unless you're a millionaire, then you don't have to. You got money to throw around.